Fred and Sheila McCoy, Hatfield McCoy Museum, Liberty, Kentucky. FredMcCoy.com. Sheila's behind the camera.
Hi guys, hope you're having a great morning.
You can just leave it there. This one's going to be short. The knife is changed in the yarn from what it was in Trudy and McCoy's book and what it was in the memory of eyewitnesses for the purpose of conveying to the audience. This was a comment that the person made, and he brings up Trudy and McCoy's book. Now, all through everything, he always puts Trudy and McCoy's books down where it's been altered. It's by Leonard Roberts and so forth like that. Not much truth to it. He's a believer in Altina Waller's book, but he says here that the knife, Trudy says that the knife that Tolbert pulled out was a long knife with a sharp blade on it, that he just sharpened it the day before. One of the other stories, Charles Howard, one of them, says that it was a pen knife pulled out of his pocket. It's what one of the newspaper articles over there says. Said he pulled out his knife after Ellison had pulled a knife out of his pocket. And Ellison tried to stab Tolbert, and the knife closed on his hand, and when it closed, he threw the knife down. But by then, Tolbert had pulled his knife, which was a small pocket knife. Both of them pulled them from their pockets, so they couldn't have had two longer blades on them. But the funny thing is here that this gentleman doesn't want to give credit to Trudy Williams's book, The McCoys, until it comes up to something like this. Pay attention to other books when it's convenient. And we discussed this in one of our videos. Ain't it funny how some people, that's why Sheila and I like court documents. That's why we like death and birth certificates. That's why we like the things that we like, evidence that we can use for different things. Not books. These books, unless they've got papers to go along with it, documents are nothing more than people's opinion. They're writing down something in the history, and then somebody else comes along and copies theirs. So this gentleman who doesn't like Trudy and McCoy's book, all of a sudden, because Trudy and McCoy says Tolbert pulled a long knife out to stab him with, and now that it's something he can use to prove a point in the opposite direction, why do that? Why not just, it's unbelievable. I know I seem frustrated, and I'm going over these in the same, we're going over about 5 or 6 of these so far.
Yeah. So
you can see how we're dressed, that we're doing the same videos on this day. So as I read through this stuff, and I'm just giving you guys the highlights. Most of you know, Sheila's made me quit mentioning people.
yeah.
So most of you know who I'm referring to. And if you don't, and you're reading a book out there and you read a story like this, then it'll come up on you and you'll realize that's who Sheila and I, or at least I did on this part, brought your attention to. Or at least it'll bring your attention to something, and you might say, why's he using this book to prove this point? Now, I thought he didn't like this author, or I thought this author didn't know anything, or I thought this author copied off of so-and-so. Well, when you see that, that's what you're reading is a bunch of garbage. So guys, it's Fred, and let me have it. She don't want me to get her.
I don't have to be on here every time.
I like getting her on there.
Aww.
We're a team.
Yep, you and I are a team.
We're a team.
Please like, subscribe, and share, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.
Thank you, guys.